everybody, Kenny here, Cranky Old Man YouTube channel. So today I want to try to explain what a FMJ or full metal jacket bullet is versus a frangible round versus a hollow point. Now, in the news lately, a sad day that Charlie Kirk was killed. They talk about a frangible round. First of all, if he got shot in the neck with a 30-06, I don't care what kind of round it is, he would have a giant hole, front and back. Not this, oh, it hit this little vertebrae here and then did a magic bullet theory and then went straight down in this thoracic cavity, or up to the T1, which is the top of the thoracic cavity. So anyway, the frangible round, let's get that out of the way. It is a multiple pieces of bullet. And they got to kind of have serrations in it so that it comes apart in pieces upon impact or shortly thereafter impact. Very rare, not really used much at all. Doubtful it was ever used with the Charlie Kirk thing. That's a big government conspiracy, a big cover-up that they don't want you to know. A lot to unpack with that. Maybe I will do my own rendition of all the facts that I have sucked in, all the questions I still have concerning that. But here's a full metal jacket. It's a little hard to see, but the bullet goes down to about the top of my fingernail, right there. Okay, and this is a typical 115 grain 9mm bullet. Basically, this thing here will just punch a small hole through you because it's a solid piece of lead covered with a copper jacket. So typically, this will just make a small hole in the front and a small hole in the back, and whatever it damages on the way through, it does. This is a typical 9mm hollow point, okay? And I'm trying to hide the part that is important. So as you can see, this has a bunch of serrations in the front because it's designed to open up like a flower and cause more damage. So this is what it looks like halfway through or at its full extension. Okay, so you can see it's gotten much larger and it's got these little tangs on it that are like fish hooks. They are very, very sharp. This is the kind that my department and many other departments use. They use them for great effect to stop someone, not to necessarily kill them, but to immediately stop whatever action they're doing. So they use something like this. And one of the reasons other people think that they use it is to kill people. No, it's to immediately stop people and also reduce risk to the community. Because if you're punching holes through a suspect with these, they're going to continue a block, 2 blocks, 100 yards. It could go 200 yards. I just heard of a woman being killed on New Year or Christmas at 400 yards away from a 1911 45 that skipped off the ground and went approximately 300 to 400 yards and killed her. So it would not be uncommon if you had a bunch of these 9mm FMJ full metal jackets screaming down the middle of the block. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get killed. So the hollow points are designed to expand, dump all the energy into the person's body, hopefully traveling at least 19 inches into the body, which is the FBI standard, but not too far to where it's going to go completely through somebody and hurt somebody else down the road. So again, this is what it looks like at full extension, and then it peels back to look like that. So it goes from a little tiny thing out to about a nickel size, maybe a little bigger. And this is a 9mm. So if you go up to a 40 cal or a 45 caliber, they could be up to a quarter size. And then when it peels back like a flower, and you got to understand, this thing is spinning at thousands rotations. And this is probably screaming, this is 147 grain, by the way, versus a 90 grain. But these things are screaming at 1,200, anywhere between 1,000 to 1,200 feet per second. And they do pretty good damage for a 9mm. The FBI has gone from 9mm up to a 10mm, 40 caliber, and then back down to 9mm. Our department went with a 9mm, upgraded to a 40 caliber, and we had 3 magazines, 2 17 round and 1 17. But you chambered the rounds, so you got a 16 round mag, 2 17 rounds. And we actually had a problem where some of the less than available testosterone males couldn't get that last bullet in, and a lot of females couldn't get it in. And they would leave the bullet at home or in their car or something. So did not work great when they were investigating crime scenes, and they're like, well, you fired 5 rounds because you're missing 5 rounds. And they're like, no, I got 1 at home because I couldn't fit it in my magazine. So our department decided we'll solve that, and we'll just take 2 bullets away or 3 bullets away from every officer, so that they don't have to top the magazine off. So we had 16, 16, and 15 versus 17, 17, and 16 and 1. So anyway, this is a little bit about how the a Hollowpoint works. Again, very effective. If you have any questions, you can message me. You can leave a comment, and I will expand upon it if there's anything else I missed. So, again, happy holidays, happy new year. I'm hoping to get some more content on here. And again, I'm just the kind of guy who talks just about anything. I don't really have a niche other than 3D printing. Again, if you guys are into the ACE system, ACE simulator, VR simulator, I do sell these handsets. Beretta M9, Beretta 92, Glock 43. This is a Staccato P, CZ Shadow with the extra mag, P320 weighted. This is very nice. I really like the feel of this gun. I've never had one, but I might be getting one. And here's your ACE. This is a Shadow Compact with removable grips. I make whatever color you want, and with the removable grips, if you want a different color grip, I'll make it too. This one looks really good in a dark silver, dark gray with black grips. This is a beast. Be the first one on your block to have one of these bad boys. So, anyway, that's just a little plug of my own, my little shill. But I hope that I resolved the issue on the what a Hollowpoint is versus a full metal jacket versus a frangible round. So anyway, that's all I got. See ya.